Do you have one of these, or these, or these, or these? Well, these kinds of bulbs are considered tender here in Ohio. That means you have to lift and store these tender bulbs for storage over the winter. Hi there, my name's Amy from Dayton Nursery in Norton, Ohio. With proper techniques, you can enjoy these tropical looking flowers next year too. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to refer to all underground parts of the plant as bulbs. Even though elephant ears are bulbs, dahlias are tubers, and gladiolus are corms. On the same note, I have footage of digging up cannas and elephant ears only, but the rules still will apply the same to other types of plants. The first frost in fall is very important. Once that occurs, the foliage should wither or turn brown. The foliage is frost sensitive, but the bulb will survive. However, you must dig the bulbs before any threat of the ground freezing. Begin digging up the clump. You may choose to leave the foliage intact to help with leverage to pull the clump out of the ground. Remove as much of the dirt with your hands to expose the bulbs. At this time, you can cut off the foliage, leaving 2 inches, and trim the extra long roots. Be very careful not to cut the bulbs themselves. Continue to shake off the dirt. If there is an excessive amount of dirt, a steady stream of water may help. Gently handle the bulbs, as too much poking and prodding may create soft spots that could eventually rot. Let the bulbs dry for a few days in an airy, well-ventilated, shady place. Never dry bulbs in the sun. And once they've toughened up a bit, you can remove even more soil from the bulbs by shaking gently. So now we are ready to pack them up for winter storage. There are several different methods to store bulbs successfully. You may want to experiment to see which type fits you best. The most common method is storing in wood shavings, such as the bedding used for small animals. It is dry and relatively inexpensive. Vermiculite is also a good option. Grab a crate, line the sides with newspaper, and apply a layer of wood shavings along the bottom, then lay the bulbs in a single layer. The bulbs should not touch or be stacked on top of each other. Then, add another layer of wood shavings on top. Another common method would be to store in a cardboard box lined with newspaper or in a paper bag. If storing in a cardboard box, be sure to cut 1-inch holes around the box for air circulation. Some even wrap the bulbs in plastic wrap. Did I just say plastic wrap? I did. The Dahlia Association actually recommends to store dahlias in plastic. I will link their webpage in the description of this video for more information. My final tips would be to never store in an airtight container, and be sure to label the bulbs as you put them away. I think it would be fun to try all the different ways to store these bulbs to see which one works best for you. Now you need to pick an area for these bulbs to overwinter. Store the bulbs in a dark, dry, cool, and well-ventilated area to prevent mold and mildew. An area with an average temperature between 40 and 50 degrees is ideal. If the bulbs freeze, they are dead. If the bulbs get too hot, they will probably dry out to the point of no return. The basement is a good choice, possibly near an outer wall. Humidity is also a factor. If the room stays too moist, the bulbs could rot, but if it stays too warm and too dry, the bulbs could dry out. If the bulbs and bedding material seem too dry, you can spritz the top layer with some water to add moisture. Check them once monthly for any signs of rot. If rotted, just discard those bulbs. If you have multiple crates or boxes and they have to be stored or stacked, be sure to check all of the bulbs, not just the bulbs on the top. If you decide to start these bulbs indoors, pot them about 6 weeks before you plan to take them outside, but do not expect much growth. These bulbs require a lot of heat to get going. Come spring, they may begin to bud. These are called eyes, and it is a very good sign. Wait until after the last frost date in your region to plant outdoors. So in conclusion, even though it's fun picking out new plants each spring, digging and storing these plants can be rewarding and save you money too. Plus, if you're feeling generous, you can share your bounty with friends and family. Please let us know in the comments below which storing method works best for you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. See you next time. Bye-bye.